All right. Good day, everybody. It is Monday. Yeah, Monday already, July the 11th, 2022. So, welcome to Headline Hits with LW. Um, Quite a bit to talk about this morning, and I'm going to give you a disclaimer. The last thing that I talk about at the end of this broadcast is pretty graphic. So, it might make you sick to your stomach, but it's things that we need to talk about. So, just giving you a heads up. Let's hit the first headline for today. Liz Cheney could lose GOP primary, establishment media acknowledges. Now, listen to what I'm about to tell you in this article. Embattled Representative Liz Cheney, the Republican from Wyoming, the great state of Wyoming, you really need to get rid of this lady, is in danger of losing the August 16th Republican primary to Trump endorsed Harriet Hagman, the establishment media acknowledged over the weekend. Now, it looks like there's a good possibility that she's being removed. But I want to highlight this. On Saturday, the New York Times, Kate Kelly and Maggie Hagberman wrote a 1,418-word article that raised concerns Cheney could lose her race next month. Now, remember, this is a left-wing news outlet, and they're concerned that Cheney may lose her race. Why is that? Highlighting, now listen to this, here's my point, highlighting that Democrat donors have begun funding Cheney's reelection campaign. Let me repeat that. Highlighting that Democrats have been donating to the refunding of Cheney's reelection campaign. There you have it, right there in black and white. And where do these Democrats get their money, folks? Where do these Democrat businesses and all these lobbyists get their money? They get it from Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street. Yep, all those people that are still going to Walmart and shopping and supporting all of those different companies. That money trickles into the hand of the Democrats. They're funding Democrat campaigns, and now they are turning around and funding the likes of Liz Cheney and Mitt Romney. If you guys want to quit spending your money and funding this stuff, then please join us over on lwnfliptheswitch.com and join a Patriot movement. Millions and millions of patriots across the United States have made that switch. They flipped the switch. Scott McKay's talking about it. David Rodriguez, they just jumped on board. I've been on board with these guys since October, and we are making that change. So check us out. Liberty Warrior Nation, fliptheswitch.com, LWN, fliptheswitch.com, and you guys can help join the movement as well because they are funding people like Liz Cheney. All right, next headline. Leftists offer reward for whereabouts of the justice who voted to overturn Roe v. Wade. Now, here's the point that I want to make here. Ooh, here we go. A leftist group is offering rewards for people to report the whereabouts of specific Supreme Court justices, according to the New York Post. The justices where those were recently voted to overturn the Roe v. Wade, the outlet said. Now listen to this. DC service industry workers. DC service industry workers. If you see Kavanaugh, Alito, Thomas, Grisham, Coney Barrett, or Roberts, DM us with the details. Shut down DC wrote on their social media post on Friday. Why am I bringing this to your attention? My question to you listening today is, aren't they supposed to be in their houses? Isn't that where any of these justices should be? If the Supreme Court is truly out of session, wouldn't these people be home? Or wouldn't these people be on a vacation, a beach somewhere being seen? No, these guys can't find them. Why is that? Are they being protected? Have they been picked up and sent somewhere secret, protected? I don't know. Just a question I thought I'd ask you guys. All right, here's the next headline. Listen to this. I should have put this toward the back, but it's okay. I'm going to talk about it anyway. 10 times the White House refused to answer questions about Hunter Biden. President Joe Biden and his staff continue refusing to answer any question about Hunter Biden's corrupt foreign business dealings and information found on his abandoned laptop. Now, we're going to talk about that at the end of the show. And remember, disclaimer, it's going to be very graphic. Staff who work for Biden know it is a sensitive subject, and it has been since he was the vice president to former President Barack Obama. Now, I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to leave that there for just a minute, and I'm going to pick that up at the very end of this broadcast. Joe Biden back on his bicycle after embarrassing fall. Quote, I look a fool. President Joe Biden once again rode his bicycle on Sunday during his beach weekend in Delaware, despite tipping over last month. Quote, I look a fool here in this interview, end quote, the president acknowledged after stopping during the ride to speak to reporters and realized he was still wearing his helmet. He says, quote, I put this helmet on because this is a tough interview. Ha 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 ha, end quote. He joked. Yeah, this guy, it's a real tough interview. But here's the point that I want to make. And there's still a video. I found a new video that I got to send Jeff B. I sent him the video of this this morning and had Jeff B take a look at it. I want you guys, if you want, go to Breitbart. It's in the articles there. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. I'm sure you can find it on Twitter. I want you guys to watch this video and tell me what you think of the Secret Service that's around Joe Biden. Khakis, they look a little lazy, not on point. Jeff B said they don't even look like they could run 100 yards to chase anybody. Look at that video and you tell me if he's the president of the United States. All right, next headline. Here you go. Joe Biden's approval rating sinks to a historic low of 29%. Let's read a little bit in this article. President Joe Biden's approval rating dropped into the 20s for the first time in his presidency, a Saturday poll revealed. Just 29% of voters approve of Joe Biden. Pause, stop, time out. What 29%? I'd like to find these 29 people in America that approve of Joe Biden, while 58% disapprove. Only 19% of independents approve of Joe Biden. I'd like to find these 19 people that approve of Joe Biden. 67% disapprove. Among Hispanics, just 36% approve. So what 36 Hispanics in America approve of Joe Biden? 48% disapprove. Man, this is not good for this guy. This is not good for this administration. Only 63% of Democrats approve of Biden. Which 63 Democrats across America? That makes roughly about one per state approve of Joe Biden. I'd like to try to change their minds. I'd like for those 63 Democrats to come on LWN and try to change my mind of why I should be proud of Joe Biden for president, because he's not my president. Down from 88% last July. So listen to that, folks. 88% of Democrats last July approved of Joe Biden. Now it's down to 63 people. 63%. Pun intended, joke intended. All right. Just wanted to put that out there. And I wanted to follow up with this. Just 36% of Democrats want Joe Biden on the 2024 ticket. So there are actually still 36 people in America that think that Joe Biden should run for a second term. All right, let's talk about this little tidbit right here. I got a couple of points that I want to make. Fashion notes. Sun Valley billionaire summer camp proves money can't buy you style. Now, I'm not going to read this entire article because obviously it's a bunch of nonsense, but there's a couple of points that I want to make in this article. All of the nation's wealthiest rich people convene in Sun Valley, Idaho for their annual so-called billionaire summer, but these aren't America's elite of our grandparents' generation. Now, what this article is about, I read the entire article. It talks about all these twits and what they're wearing, what they're not wearing, how their sweaters don't fit, horrible wardrobes. And man, if our grandparents could have seen this, if Jackie Kennedy was here, she wouldn't approved of the way that they dressed. What I want to point out is CNN's Cooper was there, Buffett was there, Bill Gates was there. Unfortunately, they all convened here in my beautiful state of Idaho. Why did they convene? Why were they here? Why were they here? Well, it is only my speculation and my opinion that these people are one, evil. They were here to talk about what money could buy. They were here to convene about what's next in the New World Order's agenda, how they're going to try to disrupt America and destroy America. That is only speculation on my part. That is only my opinion. My second point to this article is, why are we worried about what these people are wearing? Aren't there more important things in America today that we should be focused on, like maybe food processing plants blowing up and burning to the ground, Georgia Guidestones, gas prices at a record high, inflation at record high, supply chain issues, on and on and on? Shouldn't these people be gathering together to try to help find solutions to our problems in our country? Why are we worried about what these people wear? I don't think these people are going to be around much longer, to be honest with you. All right, next headline. Sri Lanka, president flees as protesters storm palace. Now, I realize that this article and what's happening there in Sri Lanka is old news. It's been out in the news cycle for 4 or 5 days now, 6 days. I understand that. But what I wanted to bring and spotlight to today's headline hits is that Sri Lanka's president fled his official residence on Saturday shortly before protesters, angered by an unprecedented economic crisis, overran the compound and stormed his nearby office. Why am I bringing this to light? There was 22 million people that are going through hardships on the island of Sri Lanka. Why am I bringing this to your attention? Because there are world patriots. And I say that in my opening every night when I come on late night. Welcome, warriors, world patriots, and my fellow Americans. There are world patriots out there uniting and taking back their countries, folks. These people are ahead of the game. These people are no longer living in fear. These people are out there doing what it takes to take their countries back. I wanted to spotlight that for you guys today and give you guys hope. If they can do it, we can do it. There are more and more countries following around the world as we speak. Australia is putting out that Joe Biden may be removed before 2024. There are so many people out there talking about it, but lame stream media will not put this out. But you'll find it here at LWN. All right, here is the last headline for today before I talk about Hunter Biden. Are gas prices going to rise in the future? Well, listen to this tidbit. World Economic Forum. Gas prices must go even higher to save democracy. The World Economic Forum released a position paper Monday that links two claimed global crises as one, climate change and the decline of democracy. If you guys want to catch this article, you can on Breitbart. I'm not going to go too further into it, but what they're saying is that they need to push gas prices so high that all of us here in the world will be forced to have to go to the Green New Deal. I want you guys to realize that that's their position. That's what they're pushing, and that's what they're working really, really hard at doing. So even though we're seeing a sharp decline in gas prices right now, I've heard that gas prices have dropped anywhere from 50 to 60 to 70% in certain places across the nation. I personally don't think that that is a sign that gas prices are going to start really dropping. I think that is a political stunt, in my opinion. I think that's a political stunt, and they're gonna hop right back up. I mean, don't forget, we still have Labor Day weekend yet at the end of the summer, and we know gas prices are going to be high for that weekend as well. All right, here's the last thing that I want to talk about for today. Hunter Biden and the leaks from his laptop. I know Phil Godletsky's put it out there. Jeff has talked about it this morning to me on a phone call. Be careful. I'm going to caution you people. Some of the stuff that's leaking out there is very, very disturbing. If you aren't on True Social yet, there's a lot of it leaking on True Social. You guys can hop over on True Social. If you're not there yet, you can find me over on Truth Social as well, Liberty Warrior Nation. So some of it that I've seen so far, and I won't watch any of the other stuff, but it shows old Hunter Biden with, I don't know, it's like 2 grams or something of crack on a scale. That's not what's so concerning to me personally. What's concerning to me is I told there's videos going viral. And again, I caution you guys, be careful what you click on, because some of these videos going viral, and I'll tell you, I'll be graphic about it right now. One of them is of an 8-year-old girl, is what I'm being told, an 8-year-old girl that is dressed up as a stripper. And let's just say that Hunter Biden has done things to her. There is also a video of an 8-year-old boy that looks like has been offered certain things that you smoke through a pipe. I'll just leave it there. And also has been subject to things of Hunter Biden. Now, why I'm cautioning you of this is that I was told that that is the lightest. That is the lightest of the videos that are going to be coming out, meaning there are more graphic and more disturbing, more gross videos that will be leaked. Here's the other caution that I'm throwing out there to you guys. Not only are these things disgusting, vile, can make you really have nightmares, to be honest with you, but be careful clicking on these links, because if you upload this to your phone or your computer, don't forget, there are certain agencies out there that are constantly looking for this stuff. You don't want to get caught with any of this material on your phone or your device or your computer. So that's the caution that I'm throwing out there, is be careful watching this stuff, because you don't want to be put in that same category as these disgusting monsters that are out there doing these horrible things. So that's my caution for today. Thanks for joining us here at Headline Hits with LW. Don't forget, Tammy and I, today is our day on Podbean. So you've got the Warrior and the Hammer at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Download Podbean on your device or your phone, and then search Liberty Warrior Nation Podcast, LWN Podcast. You can find us over there. We're coming on at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, and I'll be back tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, folks, God bless. Have a great day.